we are going to cover the most important topic of our this Linux series, that is the user creation. Okay, so basically in this video we are going to cover the how you can create users, what are the files affected by you by creating that particular user, and how you can create, what are the root users, sudo command, and we are going to cover many things in this particular video. Okay, so before moving forward, I just want to discuss about a very basic thing, that is what are the users. Okay, I hope you like you're aware of it. Like if you're using this PC, then you are the user. If someone else is PC, using this particular PC, and if he has or she has an account on this PC, then she or he is the user. So basically, what are the users? Users are nothing but you can say a particular person or particular entity. What he can just change the files and directories, or he can do whatever he want. Okay, so moving forward in this video, I will start with the very basic thing, like categories or types of users in our Linux system. Okay, so I hope this terminal is visible to you. Okay, I will just write right now. I will just write things. Okay, so the hash is basically just for comment. Okay, so if whatever I will write, it will not execute as a command. Okay, so there are two types of user in all this Linux operating system. That is, one is root user, or you can say administrative user, and other one is the normal user. Okay, so what are the root users? So if you're following this series, then I don't think you are aware of the root user. So but now we will cover it. What is this? So root user is basically that user who has access of the all the files and system. Like he is just like administrator. He can do anything he wants. Okay, he has access of everything. But what a normal user? A normal user nothing but like who doesn't have all the access. Okay, so if you take a real life example, suppose you are a administrator of our this Windows PC or Linux PC, anything. Okay, and there is someone else who has also access of this PC, but he is a normal user. So I will just tell you, if you want to change the password of your account, you can change it. Okay, but if you want to change the password or anything files of that other user, then you can access it, but that user cannot access the file of this particular what which to user, root user or administrative or administrator. Okay, so basically the difference between in this is like normal user can't access the files of administrative user, but in Linux we can do it using the one of the functionality, that is a sudo command. Okay, I will tell you what are the sudo commands, what is this, how it works. Okay, so this is all about the basics of difference between the root user and the normal user. I hope you got it. Now moving forward, I will tell you about the sudo command. What is this? Okay, but before it, I will try to cover one thing also, the root user. I will first set up the root user, then I will tell you about the sudo command. What are the root users? Like I just discussed, like he has access to all the permission, but by default in this Ubuntu OS, root user doesn't work because it is disabled. Okay, so to enable it, what you can do, you can just simply change the password, because you know the root user is created. You will just change the password. Okay, so I will need sudo also, because I think it requires permission. So this passwd is a command to change the user to change the password of any user. So I'm changing the root. Here it is asking for my password, and here I will try to add password of this root user. Okay, so here we have successfully changed the password of this root user. So now to log in as a root user, what you can do, you can change the switch user. Okay, su root means su stands for switch user, and root is just a username of that particular user. And here I will type the password, and here you can see the host name has been changed from ius to the root. I will do ls here, so that I have all the files I can see here. If I will go back, I will do ls. Here you can see test user has been created by me. Okay, so that's all about it, like root user. Now what I will do, exit from this root user. Okay, so we have created the root user and we have successfully set up the root user. Now moving forward, I was going to tell you about the sudo command. What is this? Sudo. What is the sudo command? Like there is a boom of sudo. Like if anything doesn't work, then you will just apply sudo and that thing will work. Okay. So how it works basically? That sudo command is nothing but you can say how should I explain? Let me explain it by you an example. Suppose you have a file. Okay, file.txt. You don't have access to it, okay, but if you want to access to it, you can use the sudo command to access it. Okay, I'm just giving you an example. So how it works basically, sudo command, when you use it, it will work on behalf of the which user? The root user. Okay, the root user, because root user has access to all the files. Okay, so what you will do, you will try to access that file on behalf of root user. Okay, I hope you got it. Okay, so but now there is a question, then every user, suppose I am this Ayush user, I can access, suppose I create some another user Ayush too, then he can also access this particular administrative file. But no, the that's not a thing. For this to work, what you will need to do, you will need to this Ayush2 into a sudoers file. That is some kind of file, that is sudoers. I think that is the name. I will Google it. Okay, not remember. I think this is the file, sudoers file. It is there. Okay, so in this file, that particular user should be added or should be present to run sudo command. Okay, so you will see all these things after when you will create a user and all these things. You will see it everything. Okay, so don't worry about it. So have you got it, what is the sudo command and all these things. Now moving on to the main topic of our this video is the user creation. Okay, so before starting, there are some concepts which you should learn. Okay, so I have already written it on this notion. Okay, so the concept which you should learn, the first and basic thing is UID. What is the UID? UID is nothing but a user identification number, you can say, or user identifier. So in Linux, every user has their own unique ID. Okay, so I will tell you my unique ID. So if you will type ID and Ayush, here you can see my UID is 1000 and GID is 1000. This is the group ID and groups and all these things. Okay, so now you have to focus only on this part, UID. So now my UID is what? 1000. Okay, if I want to change, look at the root ID, what is the UID of the root? So this is only 0. Okay, so that's thing I have written here, like the ranges of UID is from 1 to 500 only for so here for system users UID ranges from 1 to 500, and for the other users it starts from 1000, as in the Ubuntu and Fedora it starts from 1000. But 0 is reserved for which user? Root user or administrative user. It is just the root is just the username. Okay, so this is the concept of the UID. Okay, so now what I'm going to tell you, like UID, you got it. The ID is 0 for the root user and 1000 for the Ayush. Okay, this is the ID which is generated for whatever user you will create. It will get added by one and one. Okay, so now the next concept is the where the details of user is stored. Okay, so there are some kind of files which are getting affected when you create a user. The most usual, or you can say important file, that is slash etc passwd is one of the file, and other file is slash the etc shadow. Slash etc is just a directory, it's just their location where it exists. Okay, so the passwd and shadow file are the two files which get affected, and also there are some other files, so those we will not cover right now. So these are the two files which getting affected. Okay, so now if you will see the content of the slash etc pass wd. Okay, so what you will see, wow, I don't think you will understand anything right now. Okay, let me clear this screen. But before that, let me tell you about this, what is the password file or passwd files. Okay, so in this file basically the information is stored about the user. It means what information? The UID, okay, their group ID, their name, okay, and other information, and also some other information like Linux shell, login shell information are stored in this particular file. Okay, so if I'll do cat slash etc, let me increase the, okay, so the first entry is of which user? The first entry is of the root user, okay, and the second X is just for the password. Like here password doesn't it like it doesn't display here password. It is password is stored in another file, that is a shadow file, okay, in the hash format type. Okay, and then this is the group ID, this is UID, group ID, their group, user group, and their home directory, and the shell which they are using, okay, bin bash. So there is the I break every part of that particular like thing. Like there are seven, what yeah, seven separators, or you can say seven concepts you can say, okay, in this particular file. So here you can see mark is what? Username. X is what? Password. 1001 is what? UID. Again 1001 is what? ZID. Again here is the additional information, okay, and this is the home directory, and this is the login shell. So what is the login shell? But before understanding this, you need to understand what is shell. Shell is nothing but which provides you an interface, okay, to work. Okay, you can understand. And login shell is nothing but like whenever you log in into the particular system, then it starts working. Like you will learn about shell and bash scripting, or bash shell you will learn when we will start the bash scripting concept. Okay, so there are also some other shells you can see, like GNU, C shell, Conch shell, Jet shell. Okay, so now what I am going to do, I will create a one user. Okay, but before that, yeah, one more concept is remaining here, like slash etc shadow. Okay, we will come back on this point later on after creating user. And also, yeah, here you can see my the first user, that is Ayush, and 1000 is their UID, GID, and this is group additional info. Okay, so now what I have to do, I will clear the screen, and I will going to add some users in this particular video. Or so I will use sudo command. Why sudo? Because user add command like does not work directly. You can try also. If I will do user add, it will give me the all the options. But also if I will try to add user some kind of thing, like some you can say which user, test 22. So here you can see permission denied. Why permission denied? Because you don't have access to run this user add command, because only root can add user. So now what we will do, we are going to add user on behalf of the root account. Okay, that's why we will use sudo. Now I think you got the main concept of this sudo user add. I will write some good name. Let's take Mike. No, Virat. Let's take Virat. Okay, and sudo user add Virat. Just this is the username. Now I will hit enter, and the user has been created. Now to look at the file whether user has been created or not, what I will do, I will open up another terminal. Okay, and I will just read the password file, and here you can see Virat user has been created, and we still have not saved the password. Okay, and the UID has been given to that particular user 1002, and another group ID has been given to 1002, and this is the home virat has been created, but using user add command it does not reflect. Let's check whether it reflects or not. If I do ls, here you can see virat directory has not been created. I will tell you everything how you can do it using user add command. Okay, and the shell which are being used by this is bin sh. Okay, so like in this way you can simply like add user in your system. Now to change the password or assign the password, what you will need to do, the password command you will use sudo password virat. Password let's write same virat. Okay, password updated successfully. Now the other file which come enroll in this user creation process, that is shadow file. In shadow file what happens, like all the passwords are stored in the hash format. Okay, now let's take a look at the shadow file. So here you can see permission denied. So what I can do, I will just use sudo, because now I will run this command as on behalf of the root user. Now it will ask you for the password, just enter, and here you can see virat. Okay, so virat is there, and this is the hash format of your password. Okay, and next here is the when password created or password change, expiry date, or all these things. Now let me open up this to simplify this. Yeah, here you can see mark $6. This is the whole like hash format encrypted password you can say, and this is the when last password was changed. Then again their minimum password age, and then maximum password age, again warning period, inactivity, expiration, unused, all these things is like in this shadow file you can get, but we have not assigned any kind of those things like expiry date, all these things, so that's why we are not able to say it. So there are some encrypted password you can say. What are the format, like dollar type, dollar short, dollar hash is the format to store your password. So if it is 1 then it is MD5, it is 2 it is blowfish, this is 2y EKS blowfish. You can say all these things. If $5 and 6 then SHA-256 and 512. Now for $Y it is yes script, so it is also one of the method you can learn about it. And now if you will learn about the last password change in this, what happens, it calculates from this date Jan 1 to 1970. Okay, and for expiry like it also like calculate from that particular day. So I hope you got it, the like what are the password file, what are the shadow file. If you want to take a screenshot you can take of this particular content, so it will be helpful to understand you. Okay, and for password you can this like you can take the screenshot of this particular part. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have successfully created this particular user. Now what we will do, we are going to log in. Okay, we are going to log in using that particular username and password. So how you can do su and username virat and the password which you have set virat, and here you are in this particular user shell. So here you can see who am I, that is virat. If I do ls, so you don't have permission, because user simply just adds a user, so you will need to perform some other actions also. Okay, so I will exit from this cell. Okay, let me clear the screen here also. And now what I'm going to do, I will just like use the other options which you can use with the user add command. Okay, like there are multiple options which you can use. Okay, so To create a home directory, which option we use? We use -m option. Okay. And to create a like user with your own user ID, then we use -u option. Okay. And to add some comments, we use -c option. Okay. Wait a minute. -c option. So that's all. And -s option is also used to assign the login shell. Okay. So we can use this one by one or in a single command also. Okay. So for your simplicity or like to make it simple, I will use first one by one, then I will like add everything in a single command. Now here I'm creating -m virat 2. Okay. So permission denied, so I forgot to use sudo, I will use sudo, and again virat 2 has been created. I will check the file, shadow file. Here we have not used password, we have not set password yet. Sorry, not shadow, I have to use password. Okay, so as you can see, virat 2 has been created with the user ID 1003 and the home virat 2. Let's check whether this home directory has been created or not. I will do cd:/ls, and here you can see virat 2 has been created. Okay, nice. And I will try to create some other user using -m also, and also I will try to use -u. I will assign some other ID like 1500. Okay, and also I will use -c. So okay, so here this is virat 3 and hit enter. Sorry, here I forgot to change the name of the user, virat 3. So user has been created successfully. Again password. So here you can see virat 3 x password we have not set yet. 1500 is the user ID and the group ID. This is the additional information which you wanted to give, that is virat 3 home virat 3, and bin sh is there. It should be bin bash to like reflect like this. Okay, ayush and ayush virtual box. So now what I will do, I will use -s option. Let me increase this, maximize it. Okay, so -c you have used, and let's use -s. Let me clear the screen first. What happened? Wait a minute. Okay, -s / bin bash. Okay, what I will do, I will first copy. You can copy using Ctrl+Shift+C. Yeah, now I will do virat 4. Okay, so sudo useradd -m, what this it will do, it will just like create a home directory -u for assigning the particular user ID. So 1500 we have already assigned. Let's assign like 1500. Oh, sorry, 1501. This is virat 4 -s bin bash virat 4. Okay, we will hit enter and user has been created. Let's check in this particular file, cat/etc/, and here you can see virat 4 1501. This is virat 4 home, and let's check home has been created or not, home directory. So here you can see virat 4 has been created. Now what we will do, we will change the password of this particular user, that is virat 4. So how you can do it, using sudo command, sudo password virat 4. Done. Now what you will do, new password, just enter anything which you want. Virat I am just typing, and password has been also added. Now what I will do, I will try to access the shadow file. So in shadow file you can see the hash format all these things. Okay, so now what I will do, I will just try to log in using the virat4 su virat4, oh sorry, and then again enter the password, and think I have entered wrong password. Virat4, okay, no, sorry, its password is only Virat. Okay, okay, let's again change the password. Why to, okay, caps lock is enabled. No, again change the password. I will need to use sudo. I forgot every time to use sudo. Now I will try to switch user. Okay, so now where are you? In the Virat4 home directory. If you will do pwd, you are in Virat4. If you will do who am I, you are in Virat4. Okay, so congratulations, you have successfully created one user, and you have, like, you have set the password of it, you have created the home directory for it, everything. Okay, done. So now what you can do, mm, what you can do now, yeah, so you can see the multiple process we did in this. Like, first we created user using useradd, then we provided using -f option to create home directory, then for shell we use -s option, for comment we use -c option, and for and what else we used, for uid you used -u option. Okay, so these are the multiple options you are using the user add command. So basically user add command is the low level utility, which means like it is earlier used, but now it's there is also other utility, that is add user. It is a high level utility, you can say. Okay, so this is also useful because sometimes in kind of automation thing you need it. Okay, or yeah, but you should know this method also. So now moving forward, what I am going to do, I'm just let me like list all the, so Virat 234 has been created 1501. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a user using the simple command, that is add user command. Okay, so how you can do it, sudo add user and the username which you want to give. I just want to give as a Sachin. Okay, what it is showing me, please enter a username matching the regular expression configured. Yes, the iPhone 4. Okay, I think I'll need to write as a small case in. Yes, so here you can see you can't use capital letter. Okay, so here you can see adding user Sachin, adding a new group Sachin. Here group is also added. I didn't talk about group in this video. I will talk about in the later video. Okay, and then you have to, here only you have to enter the password, like Sachin, and again you have to enter the password. And here if you want to give full name, you can give Sachin Tendulkar, room number 123, work phone 789456123. Oh, sorry, 12345678990, home number 0987654321, other 09876455. If you didn't enter anything, it will be blank. Okay, other, is the information correct? Yes, obviously. Why? So now user has been created. So this is a very simple command. Like, in just one command you can create you can set the password, you can add if any extra information you want to add. Okay, so using this command you can simply do those things. Okay, so if I will check the content of password, so here you can see Sachin 1004 has been ID assigned to Sachin, full name, their phone number, whatever it is, room number, home number, and the directory has been also created. Let's check ls. So here you can see Sachin, and now let's log in using Sachin. Now you are here, and if you will do ls, so there is nothing any file. So in this way also you can add users. Okay, so that's all for today's video, guys. I hope you liked it, and if you have, yeah, if you have any queries, then please you can ask us in the comment section. Okay, so that's all for today, and we will meet in the next video with another concept. So that's all. So thank you guys for watching this video, and we'll meet in the next one. Thank you.